Before this video review gets started, I would like to point out this disclaimer. None of the merchandise or products that I am showing in my videos are for sale, giveaway, or trade. If you like what I am showing within these videos, you can go ahead and purchase your own item. If it is a custom item, then you will need to make that yourself. If you can't buy or make your own version of the products that I am showing in my videos, that is too bad because you are not getting mine. So please do not ask me if you can have any of the items that I show within my review videos, because the answer is going to be no. Thank you, and please enjoy the review. Hey everyone, and welcome to a Thomas & Friends wood review. This is a review on two different sets. These would include Diesel's Milky Delivery and Rosie's Country Fair. Actually, I don't know if those are the actual names or not. The actual names of these sets will be in the title of the video, so do excuse me if I have gotten their names incorrect in this video. The correct name for these sets will be in the title of the video. My apologies for if I have gotten them wrong. So anyway, these were a couple of sets that actually were available at my local Target. I had been looking from time to time at the section of the store where they have the Thomas & Friends wood stuff to see if anything new has come out, but not a lot of new things had come out. In fact, for some time I actually was neglecting to get these sets because they didn't feature any new characters and they didn't feature any track. But then I realized I do have the... Oh, and I didn't notice this fence piece was knocked over. I did get the Family Farm set, and I figured that these would probably work really well with the stuff that is included with the Family Farm set. You know, like when I do a new layout, which features the parts from the Family Farm set, I could implement a few of these things into that part of the layout. And I think that would be very fitting. So anyway, in both of these sets, each set includes one engine, one freight car, one plastic animal, a piece of cargo, and two fence pieces. Now, the set to the left includes this version of Diesel. This is also the very first time I've gotten a Thomas & Friends wood Diesel. I do have the original 90s version of Diesel, as well as the 2010s version of Diesel that has the more CGI looking face. I didn't get the 2010, well, the 2000s version of Diesel that has the more angry looking face. I chose to get the one with the CGI face that looks a bit more happy, because I think that actually looked better for Diesel to actually be smiling. And of course this one also smiles as well. It's basically the same facial expression as on the regular Thomas & Friends wood Diesel, but he has milk splashings all over him. I think this is supposed to be like some sort of a reenactment of the episode No More Mr. Nice Engine. Although, did Diesel get splattered by milk in that episode? I know that Hero was splashed by milk in that episode, but I'm not sure if Diesel was. He probably wasn't, actually, so this may actually not be based upon that story entirely. I'm not entirely sure. But anyway, on the bottom, it says dairy diesel. So supposedly, this could probably be just some sort of another mess that Diesel has with carrying the milk. And, you know, like, he comes to a complete stop, and then the milk just tips over, and milk just spills all over Diesel. And it also comes with this plastic cow figure right here. The cow is mostly black. Well, actually a very dark gray or a very light black. Kind of like when I'm using MS Paint to do pictures, I sometimes will make the color black be a little brighter, and this kind of looks a bit like the color black after I did make it be brighter. Now, I'm not sure if the white markings on this cow figure are the actual spots on the cow, or if these are also milk splatters. I mean, I guess it could be pulled off with being either one of those. But, you know, I'm just not entirely sure if it's supposed to be spots that are supposed to be on the cow, or if it's milk splatter. Not entirely sure. It does also come with one jar of milk with a symbol of a cow in front of it, because cows make milk. Well, actually, any sort of animal produces milk, but most commonly, cows are well known for producing milk. And there's also that same symbol on this freight car, which is called Dairy Car. It's a car that does not have a face on it. I'm not sure if I will give it a face, actually. I actually think I may just leave it faceless. In fact, I don't think I have any spare faces that will actually fit onto this thing, so I may just leave it faceless. But yeah, it does include the milk jug and this car. Although, I'm not quite sure if it's recommended that you have the milk be facing upwards, or if it just gets knocked over. I mean, I suppose it should be tipped over to this side for when you are going under bridges, because it will be knocked over. But realistically, I think it should be facing upwards, because if it's tipped over to the back, or to the side rather, it may just end up spilling the milk, and that would never do. So, there's that. Yeah, I think that in the actual show, if they were to deliver milk in freight cars, they would actually have the milk be facing upwards. I do remember back in season 9, they actually had... Well, there was an episode where Thomas was delivering milk, and he was going so fast that the milk began to turn into butter, which is something that I did not know. I didn't know before then that milk could become butter if it was churned so much. But I think that it would have to be milk that came straight from the cow, rather than after it was put into the, into a carton and sold in the stores. Like, I think that they actually put some extra things into the milk to make it fresh enough for the customer. And then, over on the right is this set, which includes Rosie. This is the third Thomas Wood Rosie that I have gotten. The first being the ordinary one, and the second being the one with the chicks on the side that came in the Family Farm set. And it is also the fourth Rosie that I have gotten in either Thomas Wood and Railway or Thomas Wood form, with the very first one being the one from Thomas Wood and Railway that depicts Rosie in her original livery before she was given a red coat of paint in the 21st season. This version of Rosie has these flags on the side, as well as a ribbon, a blue ribbon with the number 1 on it. And the same goes on the other side as well. So, that's pretty cool. Although from the front, she just looks the same as she always had. Just turn it on the side, there's the flags and the blue ribbon. And on the bottom, it says Prize Pony Rosie. Then we have this cargo piece, which is supposed to be a box of apples. A cargo piece full of apples. It has the symbol of an apple, and it also shows this image of apples on the top, which could indicate that it's actually an open crate on the top. There's no detail on the very thin end, only on this end and that end. The rest of it just kind of looks a bit, you know, the bottom of it doesn't have any printing on it, and the side doesn't as well, kind of make it look as though it's the pretty much very early Thomas Wood products that so many people did not like. And, you know, the whole reason why Mattel revised the Thomas Wood products so they are fully painted now, which was pretty good. And this is another cargo car, one of the new cargo cars that have this open end at the back, and I'm pretty sure that the top part of it is actually not wood. I think it's actually plastic. So pretty much, if this was released, you know, with the exposed wood, the top part here would be still the same, but the lower section would probably have the exposed wood, because, you know, the chassis had exposed wood when they were first released, but after the whole revising of the Thomas Wood products, they had the chassis be painted black, and that looks so much better. So you can put either cargo into this freight car right here, or you could put this plastic figure of a horse in there, or a pony, whatever. And then, well, for the fence pieces, I'm not entirely sure as to which fence piece goes to which one. One of the sets includes these white fence pieces, which have printing on both sides, but on the top and bottom and on the very thin side, there's no printing on there, just from the front. Same case goes for these ones as well, although these ones are very different from one another. Like, this one has green lines on it, and these poles right here are in a straight line. Well, this one has blue lines, and the poles are crossing one another. So, that's pretty interesting. So, yeah, I think this actually may be the last time that I may get a Thomas Wood item from a local store for a while. But I may get a few more online purchases. It's just probably a matter of time before Target begins holding new stuff that's, you know, like, you know, rather than just having the same stuff that they have had for the past couple of months. So, that right there is my review on these two sets. And these will certainly make good accessories for when I do the farm section of my future layouts. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again next time.